In the end, Stranger Things is a series about the stories we tell ourselves. Mike's theory about 11's survival is exactly that, a story, a narrative he constructs to make sense of loss. It's fitting then that the show concludes with another story, a Dungeons & Dragons campaign where the wizard who traveled between worlds finds peace at last. Whether the story is true or not matters less than the fact that Mike, Dustin, Will, Lucas, and Max need it to be true. The revelation about the abyss and the upside down recontextualizes everything. Every gate opened, every monster fought, every loss suffered traces back to that moment in 1953 when a frightened boy opened a briefcase in a cave. Henry Creel was not the villain of Stranger Things. He was the first victim, corrupted by something ancient and evil, used as a bridge between worlds. The real villain was always the Mind Flayer, patient and vast, waiting in the abyss for someone to open the door. And the true horror, Henry chose it. He could have fought. He could have resisted, but he looked at the darkness inside him and said yes. He embraced the monster, and in doing so, he nearly destroyed everything. Hawkins survived. The gates are closed. The Upside Down is gone. But the cost was high. Callie died. 11 vanished. And the scars left on those who survived will never fully heal. That's the real legacy of Stranger Things. Not the Demogorgons or the Mind Flayer, but the trauma of growing up in a world where monsters are real, where friends can be lost, and where sometimes even winning feels like loss. The lights in the Wheeler basement are off now. The Christmas light alphabet has been taken down. Holly and her friends rush down the stairs for their first campaign, a new generation ready to fight imaginary monsters, blissfully unaware of how real those monsters once were. And somewhere, maybe in the mountains by a waterfall, or maybe nowhere at all, a girl with a shaved head and the power to move things with her mind finally rests. The story is over. The gate is closed. The right side is up again. But the quiet moments when the lights flicker or static fills the air, the kids who save the world will always wonder, what if that door opens again? What if there are other abysses, other Mind Flayers, other Henrys waiting to be corrupted? What if closing one gate simply means another will eventually open? Those questions don't have answers. They're not supposed to, because that's what growing up means. Learning to live with uncertainty, with doors that might open, with monsters that might return. Stranger Things ended, but the fear that inspired it, the fear of the unknown lurking just beyond sight, will never truly go away. And maybe that's the point.